What if the whole 40-year career thing is just a myth? Today, we're going to look at a completely different way to think about retirement. It's a path that isn't measured in decades, but in smart, deliberate steps. You know the script, right? We all do. Go to school, get a good job, grind it out for 40 years, and then, maybe, you finally get to live your life. But here's the question. Is that the only plan out there? And more importantly, is it even the best one? And that right there, that's the big idea we're digging into today. This whole 40-year career path, it's not some unbreakable rule, you know? It's not a law of nature. It's a choice. Or maybe it's a choice we've all just been taught to accept without ever really thinking about it.
Okay, now that is a bold statement. Retiring early is easy, actually. I mean, it sounds kind of crazy, right? Maybe even a little unbelievable. But this is the core idea from the source material we're looking at, and it really gets you thinking. What is it that the people who pull this off know that the rest of us, well, that we don't?
So to really get this, we have to start by aiming at a different target. The goal isn't just retirement way, way off in the future. No, the real goal, it's something much bigger, much more powerful. It's financial freedom. And this comparison here just nails the difference. See, traditional retirement, it's all about an age. You hit 65, you're done. It's a finish line. But financial freedom, that's a system. It's about reaching the point where the money your assets make is enough to pay for your lifestyle. And when that happens, work becomes something you choose to do, not something you have to do. Suddenly, your age, totally irrelevant.
Okay, so that's the goal. Awesome. But how in the world do you actually get there? Well, this whole framework really boils it down to three key tools. Just three. Let's break them down.
First up, you've got capital. Pretty simple, right? This is just your starting cash. It's the money you consciously decide to take from what you earn and put it to work. It doesn't matter if it's $100 or $10,000, the idea is exactly the same. Think of it as the seed money for your entire financial future. All right, next up, assets. This is what you do with your capital. You use it to buy assets. Now here's the key thing to remember. An asset isn't just stuff you own. No, it's something that actively makes you money. It puts cash into your pocket, even when you're sleeping. We're talking about things like rental income or stock dividends. It's the complete opposite of a liability, like your car, which is always taking money out of your pocket. These assets, they are the absolute engine of this whole system. And number three, this is the secret sauce, the accelerator, leverage. I know that word can sound a little scary, a little complicated, but the concept is actually super simple. It just means using other people's resources, their time, or in this case, their money, to get bigger results way faster. The classic example, getting a mortgage to buy a rental property. You probably couldn't buy it with just your own cash, right? So you're using the bank's money to seriously amplify what your own money can do. Okay, so let's recap. We've got our three tools: capital, assets, and leverage. Got it? Now let's look at how you actually put them together, how they work in this really powerful cycle that you can just repeat over and over. It's basically a 4-step loop, and it's simpler than you might think. Step 1, you gather up some capital, your seed money. Step 2, you use that capital to buy an asset, something that makes you money. Step 3, wherever you can, you apply leverage to make that asset work even harder for you. And then step 4, and this is so important, you take all the income that asset produces and you reinvest it. You start the whole cycle over again, but this time you're starting from a much bigger base. And this is the big mindset shift you have to make. It's the whole point. You're not just saving anymore. You're not just putting money in an account and hoping it grows. Instead, you are actively building a system, an economic engine. And that engine has one single job: to make enough money to pay for your lifestyle. This chart really drives the point home about why that third tool, leverage, is such a game changer. Look at the bar on the left. That's your growth with just your own capital. Sure, it goes up, it works, but man, it's slow. Now look at the right. When you add leverage into the mix, the growth just explodes. It's not a straight line anymore, it's a steep curve. It's literally the difference between walking up a huge hill and just hopping on an escalator to the top. So look, understanding all this, that's step 1, and it's a big one. But the real question is, what now? How do you actually put this into practice? What's the very first thing you can do to get started? So let's boil this all down to the main takeaways. Number 1, redefine your goal. Don't aim for retirement at 65, aim for financial freedom, which is a specific number, the amount of income you need from your assets to live on. Number 2, really get to know your three tools:
capital, assets, and leverage. And finally, number 3, change your whole mindset. You're not just a saver anymore, you're a system builder.
And that leaves us with one last really important question. This isn't about how much money you have in the bank right now. It's just about taking that first step. So think about it. What is the first asset, no matter how big or how small, that you could build or buy to get this cycle started? Because that one little action, that's where the whole journey really begins.